Juliann. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. So, as you know, I wanted to ask you a few questions about working in the pit. Are you still okay to answer them?
I am.
Okay, cool. So, my first question is, describe the area that you work.
Well, in the Office of Student Life, there's this area in the back of the office. So after you pass the student workers desk, you go back past the professional offices, and then there's this big area that we named the pit, and there's about 8 desks in there where all of the graduate assistants work in Greek life and in excellence in leadership.
Okay. And have you worked in an area such as the pit before, or?
Yeah, when I was an undergrad, I worked in the admissions office, and there was an area similar to that for all the admissions workers.
How do you feel walking into work?
I feel happy, and I like the interaction and the opportunity to just talk and get to bounce ideas off each other in that area.
Okay, so you enjoy working in an area where there's people around.
Yes.
Okay. Is it a high traffic area?
I would say no, unless students are familiar with the area, because they don't go back past everything else unless they know who's back there.
Okay. What is your favorite time to be in the office and why?
I normally work like mid-morning to mid-afternoon, so I think that's probably the most students come back in and the most graduate assistants are also working in.
So are you most productive during those times, or do you prefer to work alone?
I like working during those times. I think on Wednesdays, everyone else is in a meeting, so it's just me by myself back there, and it's just so lonely and quiet, so I like when everyone else is back there.
Okay. What other spaces do you find yourself ever doing work, and why?
At my house when I'm by myself, so if I really need to concentrate or get something done, I'll be there, or in the library where it's quiet.
Okay. Where in the library? Like, do you get a room, or do you work at the computer labs?
Yeah, sometimes I get a room. I've also worked at the computer lab just for printing, but also like up in the upper floors where it's a little quieter.
Okay. How does the placement of your desk affect your work?
Well, I'm facing a wall, so that's kind of sad, but I get to see the hallway, so I get to see everyone that's coming and going.
Okay. Is that ever distracting?
Yeah, kind of, but it's nice also just to get some interaction.
Okay. What sort of things distract you at work? If anything at all.
I don't know. I guess the little distractions of everyone coming in and like sharing their news or asking if they want to go to lunch or anything like that. But I don't think it's too distracting to the point where I can't work. So.
Okay, good. That's good. And one more question. How much time do you spend in and out of the office each week?
In the office is normally like 20 hours, and out of the office doing work, probably no more than 5.
Do you ever find yourself doing office work at home?
Yes, like yesterday when we had fall break, I felt like I needed to catch up on work, so that's what I did, even though it's a break.
Yeah. Gotcha. Well, thank you for your time.
No problem.